When you have a Jeep, there are two upgrades that are absolutely essential.
Number one is a cheap Chinese light bar, like the Surfer Brighter from Wish.com. It's only $9.
$9? That ain't bad.
The second most important thing you can do after your Super Brighter shows up is a good strong roll cage.
I think it was pronounced Surfer.
What did I say?
Sure.
Whatever it said.
The Sherper.
Surfer.
Surfer.
You need a roll cage. People ask us all the time if we're afraid to roll our Jeeps. And honestly, the scary part about rolling would be getting hurt.
I would be pretty nervous to roll in a stock roll cage like this, but I feel way more confident in a Peck Brothers roll cage like this. Even though my brother welded it, I still feel better about it.
I've had it.
Yeah, that's a little scary.
I've had it. Hey, structurally it should hold up even if the welds failed.
That's why we're ripping out this weak stock cage and building a full custom strong good looking cage. We're gonna show you guys how weak these stock roll cages are with the backhoe.
I don't know why, but it always comes down to the backhoe for our strength tests. We're gonna fire this baby up, see what that roll cage is made of.
Big toe.
What do you think's gonna happen to this cage?
Dude, I don't, honestly, it depends on how hard Brady smacks it, but I think the tractor's got enough onion to
Dad, spread it out, man. Dad, spread it out, bro.
crimple this
Crimple? Did you just make that up?
I don't know. I think it's gonna be able to crush it. It just depends on how hard Brady hits, to be honest with you.
I'm not sure what crimple is,
I think it's a mix between a crimp and a pimple.
It's like it's going to... It's gonna crush it. I think it's gonna ruin it, what I'm trying to say.
that was pure education right there.
I hope you guys learned something. All right, what do you think's gonna
This is
happen
for
then?
sure gonna crumple this.
Not crimple, it's gonna crumple it.
All right, come on. Come on. I'm new here.
Don't give the new guy any more crap.
Yeah.
Do it. Oh. He just got smacked by the window.
Did you get it on camera?
I think so.
Oh yeah!
I think our experiment here is done because I don't think any of us want to be in that piece.
No.
Thank heavens this one worked. The last one we thought it was gonna work like a charm and it didn't work. The backhoe crushed this one successfully. So here's the thing, if you've got a stock cage and you're driving under backhoes quite a bit,
You gotta be careful.
you gotta be careful because it can crush it, you know?
Yeah.
We're no scientists
We're
here.
just trying to prove these things are pretty freaking
Just
weak.
trying to be cool.
We're just really trying to justify
No,
us spending a lot of money and a lot of time on a cool cage.
Honestly, the cage is the honest.
Here, no, do it again.
What?
Honestly, the cage is more so to look sick, but we've got to show this kind of stuff to mom and our wives to justify paying for all the DOM to build this cage.
That didn't make any sense.
Oh my god.
So what's been going on with the twin turbo TJ?
Well, I brought it in here, hoping to work on it on like Monday. Haven't done nothing to it. I've been working on Brady's flipping Jeep.
I got a question though. Why is your steering column taken out?
Well, actually, no, I did do a little bit. Brady ended up acquiring a tilt column, like, you know, your wheel goes up and down. I don't know, it makes it easier to get in and out of. Mine's like a fixed steering column, it doesn't tilt up and down. So I took it all apart, took everything off, put the tilt wheel stuff on, and it don't work.
So show us what's wrong with the steering column here.
So this here is from Brady's tilt wheel column. And as you can see, you know, it's got this little lever here, and this thing can go up and down, and it's great. It's great, right? Well, I bolt this all in. It don't fit. And honestly, I don't know how to put the old one back together. So, here, dirt.
Well, show us what's going on with the front. Looks like some good stuff's happening up here.
I said that I didn't get anything done, but I actually did get a couple of things done. I got this brand new custom radiator made, and it got here this week. I got my intercooler sitting in front of it, and hopefully that thing fits in this grill. There's like no room up here. My plan was to try and get this mounted, but that's gonna end up getting pushed to next week.
So I'm sure people are gonna be wondering. You're blocking every inch of airflow that you could get.
This Jeep cooled pretty dang good before.
It did, but explain to these lovely people why you had to go with this style intercooler.
The problem is I can't fit anything else. So, and with the twin turbo setup, my intercooler tubes are gonna come in to the bottom here and get tied into one that's gonna go right into this throttle body.
So instead of a normal one that goes in one side, goes out the other, you have to have two inlets and one outlet.
Yeah, but
and that's pretty much the only style.
I couldn't fit a
size.
water-cooled intercooler in there anywhere, and they're like smaller, boxier, but they won't fit up here. Yeah, this is pretty much the only way that I can figure out how to do it.
If it don't work, we're gonna make it work.
If it doesn't cool, we're just gonna keep going.
We'll just add radiators.
Yeah, I mean, if that motor feels like getting hot, it's just gonna have to pay, because I'm not pulling over. We might put an oil cooler on it, maybe. I think it'll cool. Come on. It's not gonna be nearly as hard on the motor when there's like 200 extra horsepower. It's not gonna be hard to push a Jeep, so it's not gonna get hot.
I don't know how that logic will hold up, but
Yeah, I don't think the tranny agrees, but
yeah, we'll see.
But yeah, that's pretty much all that's done on my Jeep. Not enough, not a lot.
My Jeep is pretty much ready to hit the trails. Kinda. The other half of my Jeep is in the shop. It's kinda quite a ways from working. But the cool thing is, all my suspension's pretty much done. Front and rear. Track bar's all welded in, which is super sweet. So now I really just have to finish fish plating this frame, redo these shock hoops, and then I can start putting the motor in, the body back on. I do gotta fix a cross member, but that's not too big of a deal. So I think next week we'll pull it back in, start working on it, and hopefully get her on the trail soon, because it's killing me. Alright, I'm gonna take this and draw you the cage that you want.
Alright, what does he think? Wow!
Oh.
Wow!
Yeah,
This thing's
cool.
like a China hat.
What are we looking?
We're gonna throw
start
seats
doing
up
little
here.
Seats?
Doing some
Because
tours?
when me and
No.
Caleb blow our motors,
Oh, we're gonna need a ride. That's true. No.
What is that thing?
Give me this thing.
Is that a shock hoop?
I don't know what that is. Get rid of this. No, listen. This is what it needs to look like.
Okay.
We're gonna come up from the A-pillar, back. Wow!
No!
Right there. And then radius this.
that helps shorten up the LJ.
Yeah.
That looks really fast.
And then what we're gonna do here
Put a
is
couch
another
in
radius here,
Why?
and then a shock hoop off of the cage
Oh my god.
with a couple of braces down to the shock
It
hoop.
looks like a mad face.
Alright, you're done.
I like that one.
I've had it.
I don't know why Brady doesn't like
He's
it.
crushing my work of art here.
Good, this is what it's gonna look like. Alright, we're gonna go flat across the top, pretty much flat. Then we're gonna come down on a radius down to the very back corner. Then our B pillar, come down, have enough room for our seat to slide all the way back. And then radius this, that'll kind of like look like the corner armor. And then we'll have a little support here for the shock hoop. I don't really know how that's gonna look yet, 100%. And then the signature Peck Brothers, what do we call those?
Little halo piece, I think.
Sure. We'll call it that. With some supports here. When people see this cage, they're gonna think Peck Brothers.
That thing's pretty sick. I like that.
I like it.
That is cool.
That's got some good curves
It
on it.
looks really simple.
Looks like it's gonna be.
Real easy to build.
It looks like a lot of work, is what it looks like.
I don't know how we're gonna sit and cut.
Pie
We're
cut?
gonna pie cut.
Oh,
yeah.
That's gonna be out of angle iron.
Yeah.
Should we build it?
Let's get started.
Okay, let's go.
This may look like a little bit of an undertaking at first, but all a roll cage is just individual pieces. So we're gonna start with this bar that goes from the windshield across and back to the back part of the Jeep. None of us have actually rolled in a roll cage that we've built, so you've got to take 90% of this with a grain of salt because we actually don't know if what we're doing is going to keep us alive. We're pretty sure. We're pretty sure. We're pretty sure it's going to work.
One eternity later.
I got both these sides done last night late, and they are perfect.
Come on.
Yeah, they should work with the soft top brackets and everything, so I'm going to go ahead and put these babies on.
This thing is sick. This thing is turning out like a dean.
It turned out a little bit better than I hoped it would, so
That's always good.
Yeah, it is. I was so nervous to get going on this because it's been like a 4-year project in the making, and the cage is like one of the most important things.
Oh, it's
on
pure
the Jeep,
pinnacle.
so for sure. That's why it's titled that.
So over the years, Brady would see a Jeep on scrolling on Instagram or whatever, and he'd save it, and he would take things about that roll cage that he liked and things about this roll cage that he liked, and he took it and made a cage that integrated every part that he liked and put it into this cage. That's the best part about being able to build your own cage is you take your ideas that you like, that you've seen or whatever, and you make your own, and nobody else has it. It's super cool.
I mean, that just is Jeeps in general. You know, that's
Yeah.
what's so cool about them is they're no one else's.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. If you can dream it, you can build it normally. I was thinking, 2 days on this thing would get majority of stuff done.
Yeah, we're
And I'm-
We're a week and it's like a quarter of the way done.
The only thing I can say about it is it is to the 32nd. It's
It is
That's
ridiculous.
why it's taking a week. Is because it is to the 32nd. Brady won't let us tack a tube in unless it's lasered out level.
It's pathetic.
Oh man.
and it's hard to laser with a grinder.
Yeah, it really is. We should probably let everybody know that it isn't done. There's a lot more tubes to be added, but that's...
The problem is, it is Saturday evening. The video comes out in less than 12 hours, so we gotta finish this up. We gotta go edit it. Sorry this video is a little short. We got a little over our heads. We kind of think that we can do stuff faster than we can, and we never can.
We get a little excited.
It's my bad, guys. Sorry.
It is Brady's fault. It's
This
Brady's
week,
fault
but
for
it's
sure.
been my bad the last 10 weeks.
It's never my fault.
We're going to have a longer video for you next week. Make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you guys next week.